morning, everyone. So today I'm going to do a workout that's based around a chair. So this will be ideal for those that haven't been exercising for some time, or maybe you have to move in a gentler fashion, slower fashion, and just doing quick movements and planks on the floor and things like that just aren't for you right now. So I'm in one of my favorite chairs, and it's a squishy one today, and I'm in my pajamas because I thought, hey, I just don't feel like even putting the jeans and a t-shirt on today or workout clothes. So in my pajamas, bare feet, and so we'll just get started, and yes, enjoy, and just be present with me right now, present with yourself, and I want you to take some nice breaths in through your nose. When you're breathing in, notice if your shoulders are coming up. We want to keep them down, and you want to breathe through your diaphragm. So we're just going to take some breaths in, out through the mouth, out through the mouth. Again, focus on being here right now. Okay, let's go ahead and take the arms up. Oh, got my plants there. Just really stretch. Oh, if you can. If you have some shoulder impingements and you can't reach that high, do what you can. Maybe you can come out here and stretch. See if you can bring those arms up nice. Gently bring them down. I have to move this plant. Friends like to give me orchids. I have probably 10 orchids, and anyway. Up, down, stand, sit up nice and tall. See if you can elongate your spine. Oh, and just pull that spine up. Stretch it up. I know for me too, with this quarantining, I'm not as active as normal. Up again. Go ahead this time, put your one hand down on the chair, and just stretch sideways and get a nice stretch through here. Pull as much as you can, keep breathing. I used to exercise and hold my breath. I wonder why I didn't have good cardio. It's because I was holding my breath. Allow yourself to breathe. Let's come on down this side. Stretch. Elongate that spine. Elongate everything through this side of your body, through your arms. Again, if maybe your shoulders are impinged, just bring them as hard as you can. And go sideways. See if you can get some stretch through the side here. But if you can do the full reach, go as far as you can without hurting yourself, okay? Back down. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Another nice stretch up. Just doing that, I'm feeling much better. Go ahead and put one foot out in front of you. Keep a slight bend in it, and just lean into that. I'm going to stretch up the back of the legs here. Go and flex your toe up towards your face. Doesn't take a lot to get a nice stretch. Okay. Come back up. Bring that foot here. Now go and put the other one out. And you can keep a slight bend in the knee. Flex that toe up towards your face. Try and keep a nice flat back as you go into your stretch. Keep breathing. And it's really good to do a stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. It takes about that long for the muscles to release. So when you're doing this on your own, gosh, you're sitting there watching a movie on your couch, just go to the edge of the couch, do a little stretch, and see if you can hold it for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stand up, just really nice and slow. And when you stand up, see if you can push through the heels of your feet. And before you stand up, and see if you can find those glutes, okay? And make them help you get up, okay? So I'm using my glutes coming up. And then also see if you can track, not let the knees come in when you get up, okay? Let's try this again. So a lot of times what can happen is your body's gonna find the easiest way to get out of a chair. So it'll bring those knees in and you end up using the front of the legs to get up. In the meantime, all these back muscles, glute muscles, are just hanging out doing nothing. So I would challenge you for when you get up, again, you want to track those knees out and have them tracking nicely with your feet. Push those heels into the floor, squeeze that glute, come to the edge, and see if you can push up by keeping those knees pushed out and squeeze that glute at the top, okay? Just a great way to try and engage more leg muscles when you get up. So now I would like you to, we're just gonna do a gentle stretch for the front of the body, and I want you to hold on to your chair. There's gonna be a slight bend in the knee here, but go ahead and hold on to your chair for balance. I'm gonna do this sideways and start to lean back a little bit, and if your hip flexor's tight, you should feel something here, and you can bring the arm up to give a little bit more stretch. You can also bring the opposite arm up. Again, like I said, feel free to use your chair for balance, okay? And stretch. Again, we want to open up this core. So again, sitting a lot, these muscles are coming in and getting really tight. That puts a lot of stress on the lower back. Switch sides. Hip flexor in. So I'm not as tight on this side as this side. This side I get really tight on. This one, don't feel it quite as much. Good job. And for fun, while you're doing that, we'll just do the other side as well. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead. Pause for a moment. So that's a good way to stretch and wake up. If that's all you want to do today, that's fantastic. Just elongate those muscles. Something really simple you can do from a chair. Okay, and next we'll move into a little bit more fitness oriented, but again, we'll stay nice and slow paced, okay? So as you know, you don't need weights to work your muscles, but you can add weights to this if you'd like. Again, we're doing a more of an introductory workout for someone maybe that has not been exercising, or maybe you just don't want a tough workout today, but you just like to get moving, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, shoulders back. I want you to push those heels into the floor so your glutes are engaged, and then have your core engaged, okay? So we're basically planking, sitting up. Go ahead and bring your arms down, and you're gonna be squeezing the biceps nice and slow. Keep those shoulders down and back, but squeeze those biceps when you're coming up and when you're going down, okay? Really gentle. We just wanna activate those muscles, get them used to moving, okay? Nice and slow. This is a nice pace too. If you are using weights, the heavier the weights, it's harder to go faster. So this is a good pace. Now let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep pushing those feet into the floor. Keep breathing. We're going to change the rep pace here a little bit in a second. So now what I want you to do is we're going to go quicker up and slower down. Keep those shoulders down and back. Whoops. Quicker up and down. 2, 3, 4. Up, down. 2, 3, before. Keep that core tight. Keep those feet pushed into the floor. Good job. Go ahead and release. Woo. Roll those shoulders. A little bit with your feet. Perfect. Okay, now if you can, I want you to bring your arms up. Bring those shoulders now in the back, and we're kind of do the same thing. Push those feet into the floor. Heels, squeeze those glutes, core is nice and tight, and just pull down. Up, 2, 3, 4. Really squeeze those shoulder muscles and squeeze those shoulder blades together coming down. Really nice and slow. Sometimes what can happen is we can end up jetting the chin forward like this. See if you can keep your chin up and aligned, okay? Not this, but nice and straight up and down, okay? Good job, squeeze. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, good job. And when you're coming down, really squeeze together, and go ahead and squeeze shoulder blades going back up. You should be getting tired, and you're probably feeling some definite working out of muscles here. So let's go ahead and rest them. Good job. Good job. We're gonna go ahead and give a break to the arms. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and work on a bit of core. So to do this, again, we'd like you to have your feet pushed into the floor, core nice and tight. Just gently lift those heels up off the floor. Really focus here. You don't have to do a big movement. It's like a little mini crunch. Squeeze the core. Remember to breathe. Good job. I love it. You want to add a little difficulty. See if you can remember the foot that goes down. Push that into the floor hard while you're lifting this one up. Brain's probably going, what the heck? Can really squeeze. Doesn't look hard, but if you're squeezing and really planting those feet, your core has to be engaged. See if you can make sure you keep your shoulders nice and down. That's how I look from the side. Okay? It's just a subtle movement. Doesn't have to be big. So right now my knees are coming out in front, straight in front of me. I want to change it and bring them out a little bit. Again, it's very subtle. Focus here. A little bit tricky in my swivelly chair here, but also I'm working on the outside of my abs, okay? Again, very subtle. Doesn't have to be a big movement, okay? So that's abs. Good job. Come back center. Now let's go ahead and work on legs. So again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure my hands are nice and secure on the front of my chair. We're gonna do heel pulls. In the meantime, the leg that's not moving, again, I still want you to be engaged with every part of your body. So I want that other leg, in this case, my left leg, if you're facing me, your right. I'm gonna push that nice and flat into the ground. So this leg is engaged. When you do that, automatically your core is gonna engage. You're gonna bring the other foot out, flex, go ahead and flex that heel up. I mean that toe, I apologize. And you're just gonna pull that foot towards you. Again, go at your speed, okay? And really see if you can find the back of the leg. This is gonna get the front of the leg as well, but see if you can find the back. You're also doing this, you're gonna feel it in the core as well. Okay, just a nice heel slide. You want to, go ahead and put the foot flat and push that foot into the floor now and do your heel slide. Again, this is something you can do anytime, especially we're all doing some binge watching on television, so you can take a break between Netflix, TV show, you know, between the intro to the next one, and do your heel slides at the end of the couch. So again, I want to push this foot into the ground, and the other one is going to slide and pull in. See if you can find those glutes to really help pull that leg back at you. Okay. Now I've said this in other videos, I'll say it again, but the glutes are very underactive muscles. They demand a lot of energy. They burn out kind of fast. And when we don't use them, other leg muscles end up having to do work they're not meant to do all the time. So we have to really focus on them. So really think about that glute. Okay, go ahead and put the foot flat and bring it to you. And out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Good job. Shake it out. So if you're holding that core that whole time, you may be sweating a little bit right now. So I am. Now we're gonna do a little bit of just calf raises. Again, we want to fight against the raise. You can do, you know, simple ones like this and still feel it, but what we want to do is use our own body to make things a little harder. So when you do your calf raise, I want you to cause resistance, okay? So I'm making it hard for those calves to come up. I mean, my heels to come up, okay? So if I'm just doing this, yes, definitely you'll get some blood flow happening. If you want to strengthen them, really push the ball of the foot into the floor. You're going to be pushing down with the hamstrings. Sorry, the thighs. Really pushing down. Push. Push against them. You should probably be feeling my glutes actually are burning here. Push, push, push. Again, if you want to, go at a much slower speed. It's okay. Do a few more. Good job. All right, shake it up. Let's do that. Let's run in place for a second. Again, you can do a slower pace. What's best for you, okay? Just a little march. Okay, that should get everything nice and relaxed back there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is a leg raise. So again, the one foot's gonna be pushed into the ground, nice tight core. Just raise that leg. So what I'm doing, I'm just raising it to knee height, just a little bit higher than the bent knee. You're gonna feel that in your hip flexors right here. Again, that's an area that can get really tight, really fast. But make that core help you as well. You should start feeling it there, okay? I don't want you to have overactive hip flexors, so we're not gonna do many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you can go slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. So let's see, we've worked the back of the legs, we've worked the front of the legs, we've worked core, we've done some biceps, some pushes, we've done pulls for the back. And so that's just a very, very simple group of exercises that you can do anytime. Again, like I said, you're just sitting around and you feel like you have the need to move around a bit or flex some muscles. Go ahead and try any one of those. You can just do 1 set, 2 sets, whatever it is. And you can do them in your pajamas. If you're in work clothes, you can do them because they are not so strenuous that you're going to get really sweaty. Like I said, I'll do them sometimes in my jeans, things like that. So anyway, simple exercises from the chair.